Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Warren's Hands Outreach Podcast. Welcome. How's everybody doing on this empowering day today? I hope that you are progressing with those wonderful, beautiful, and positive elements that you're desiring to do for your life and to be for your life and to have in your life and to go in your life and so much positively and greatly more in your life. Welcome. And thank you for chiming in and being with us on our Empowering podcast today. Before we get started here, I invite you all to follow us on our other social media platform outlets. We're at Podcast, Where You Are Now. We're also at Facebook. We're at Periscope TV. We're at Instagram. We're at Twitter. And we're at SoundCloud. So definitely follow us on those platforms as well. Connect with us on those platforms as well, because we're certainly and absolutely for certain increasing and catapulting empowerments within every area of life. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Once again, welcome. Our empowerment topic today, episode 8, You Are Your Garden in Your Life. Our empowerment topic, episode 8 today is You are your garden in your life. If you think about a garden, all right, let's kind of go into a reflective moment with me right now. Think about a garden. I'm sure everybody has seen a garden and know of a garden, okay? Or maybe even have one that you of your own, as far as a natural garden, okay? Think about this here. That garden is going to require the necessaries. I said the necessaries that's conducive to that garden's growth, to that garden's, guess what? Accelerations, and to the garden's success as well of producing whatever that you have planted in that garden today. Okay. So this is more on a natural perspective here. So now I want you to come into your own garden in your life. Okay. You are your own garden in your life. All right. You are your own garden in your life. Whatever that you are putting in your garden is going to definitely give the results. It's going to give the harvest of whatever that you are putting and planting in your garden today. Okay. You are your garden in your life. Okay. Are you giving your gardens the necessaries, the requirements? Are you giving your garden the essentials, the absolutely extremely importance of what is needed for your garden? Okay. Let me reiterate that question. Are you giving your garden the necessaries? Let's rather say that's conducive to your own garden's growth, acceleration, and success. Okay. That's conducive to your own garden's growth, accelerations, and success. Okay. The necessaries, the absolutely necessary, extremely important to what is needed in your garden in your life, because you are your garden in your life. Okay. What are you putting in your garden today? Is it positive or is it the opposite? What are you putting in your garden today? Is it the necessaries, the extremely important, the essentials? What's essential to you, your garden, what you're planting? Is it increasing areas in your life? Is it bringing those accelerations to areas in your life? Is it bringing successes to areas in your life? Is it bringing empowerments to areas in your life? Is your garden conducive to your garden's growth, your garden's acceleration, and your garden's success, and so much possibly and greatly more in your life through your own garden in your life? Really think about this question here. The empowering and transformational question. What are you putting in your garden in your life? Is it conducive to your own garden's growth, your own garden's acceleration, and your own garden's successes, and so much greatly and positively more in your life? What are you putting in your own garden? What are you planting in your own garden? Okay. As I shared with you, the necessaries, what's essential to, the absolutely necessaries, what's extremely important to, what is needed in your garden to give the garden the necessaries that's conducive to, again, your garden's growth, acceleration, and success. Okay. Really think about this here. Whatever you're putting in your garden is going to manifest and give the results of what's being planted in that garden. Okay. Let's go back to a natural garden right now. Okay. A natural garden. So a part of that natural garden, you go out there, you plant the seed in the garden, in the soil, of course. All right. That garden it is requiring the essentials, the absolutely necessaries. It's extremely important to what is needed for that, whatever you're planting in that garden with that seed, for it to grow, okay, for it to blossom, for it to produce, whatever you're producing, that your intended results or outcomes that you desire to come out of that seed, out of that natural garden that you're planting that seed for, okay? Really think about this here. That garden is going to need the required necessaries, okay? That garden is going to need sunlight. That garden is going to need, of course, soil that you have to plant it in. That garden is going to need water. It's going to, it's going to need all the necessaries that's going to be conducive to its growth. It's going to be conducive to its accelerations, far as with how it's going to produce and manifest, whatever those, whatever the seed that you planted in there, and the success of that garden. Okay. That's the same thing. Let's go back into your own life in reference to your own garden, just to give you an idea of this here. Okay. What are you putting in your garden? Are you giving your garden the necessaries that's conducive to your own garden's growth, your own garden's acceleration, and your own garden's success? You are your own garden, and are you giving? What are you giving to your garden today? Really, really think about this empowering and transformational question. What are you giving your garden today? Because always know you are your garden. You are your garden in your life. And whatever that you plant in your own garden is going to produce and or manifest the results of what is being planted. Okay. So always know that you are your own garden, and it's so vitally important that you are planting the necessaries that's conducive to your garden growth, your garden accelerations, and your garden success. Okay. And as I always say, it has to be positive. Okay. It must be positive, okay? It must be positive what you are planting in your garden, in your life. It must be positive, okay? So always know you are your garden in your own life, and giving your own garden the necessaries that's conducive to your garden's growth, your garden acceleration and successes. All right. Thank you all for joining and chiming into Warren's Hands Outreach podcast, and meet us back here on our next empowering podcast. And if you would like to learn furthermore about in reference to you are your garden in your life, you can definitely visit our website at warrensoutreach.org. And we have experts and coaches, empowerment coaches here to work with you one-on-one to furthermore, if you would like to furthermore with you are your garden in your life, and how, if you need the how-tos on how to give your garden the necessaries that's conducive to your garden's growth, accelerations, and successes, and your garden empowerment is so much positively and greatly and wonderfully more in your life and through your own garden in your life. Definitely, you can visit our website again at warrensoutreach.org. You can also even email us at warrensoutreach@gmail.com. And we will be more than happy to reach back out to you and assist you in every way possible that increases and catapults that your empowerment in your life. And of course, to increase and catapults your own garden in your life. Okay. Because it's certainly important to give your own garden the necessaries that's conducive to your garden's growth, accelerations, and successes, and so much positively and greatly more in your life and in your garden in your life.